fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First and 10. McDonald. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
McDonald.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami.
Escaping the pressure right.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. Yellow. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. 15, 15. Switch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Derrick Henry muscles him off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. It's Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, McDonald going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, McDonald, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And he slings one that's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, McDonald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming. Attack.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got him. 51, Mike 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Again to Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. Smith catches left side.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, McDonald. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A final shot before break. McDonald. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coach. Time report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Keep playing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Again, it's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. To throw from his end zone, McDonald. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw from his end zone, McDonald able to hit his target, Claypool. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Play action. It's McDonald. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Completion here to Claypool. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check. Both balls to Mike. Mike, both balls. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, please.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. On 1st down, McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Come on, come on,
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Not without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Kansas City,
another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion.